sentencing. Thank you, Your Honor.
You indicate that no victim would like to speak at this time. Would any victim like to speak at any time during these proceedings?
Your Honor, one of the things we did early on, obviously, as I just said, it's a very complicated situation, but we made the decision early on. We've had our victim advocate here who's been doing a wonderful job, regardless of the viewpoints of any individual family member, to provide aid and service to them. We made that decision. I'm informed by our victim advocate that none of them wish to speak.
What's going on, everybody?
Can certainly address that.
We're just going to get some things started. We're gonna hear this sentencing real quick
As is required.
before we get into today's stream.
Our victim advocate.
What's up, Pisces? What's up, Jenny? What's up, Kathy?
Handling this complex situation that we wanted to be sensitive to, because again, none of us are not mindful of the fact of the suffering of this family.
What's up, JM?
Legislative Chief Mark Keel is here.
We'll get the show started in just a second. I'm going to hear this sentencing.
Would you like to address the court on any matters, Chief?
What's up, Norma?
Very proud of our agents who work
We'll let some people come in while we're hearing the sentencing on this case.
in his office.
Thank you, Al. Appreciate you, Al.
Here to see the justice is served, and we believe to have.
For the defense.
Your Honor, Mr. Griffin and I would have no comment. The defendant would like to address the court, though.
Thank you, bro.
Your Honor, I'm innocent. I would never hurt my wife Maggie, and I would never hurt my son Paw Paw.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Damn.
Anything further?
I don't think further comment is necessary, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Murdoch, you'll come.
He's about to sentence him. He's about to sentence his ass right now.
This has been perhaps one of the most troubling cases, not just for me as a judge, for the state, defense team,
Alex
all the
Murdoch.
citizens in this community.
Well, yeah, he's going to
all the
prison. He got found
citizens
guilty
in the
yesterday.
state. We've seen, based on the media coverage throughout the nation, you have a
Give me just a second. I'm going to go piss.
murdered, son savagely murdered. A lawyer, a person from a respected family who has controlled justice in this community for over a century. A person whose grandfather's portrait hang at the back of the courthouse that I had to have ordered removed in order to ensure that a fair trial was had by both the state and the defense. And I've sat through the trial. Not only have I sat through the trial, but also as the presiding judge of the state grand jury, sat through and participated in the issuance of search warrants of various sorts, bond hearings, and have had to consider many things. And we have this case, and I'm also assigned to preside over 99 others, at least 99 other cases. Though testimony has come up regarding many of those other cases, I will not make any comment with regard to any other pending
Shut up.
matter, as I have been assigned those cases as well.
God damn it. Goddamn dog's gonna start
It's
barking.
also particularly troubling, Mr. Murdoch, because
Let's get this shit done
as a
with.
member of the legal community and a well-known member of the legal community, you've practiced law before me, and we've.
Let me give my dog
seen
some
each other
treats.
at various occasions throughout the years. And it was especially heartbreaking for me to see you go in the media from being a grieving father who lost a wife and a son to being the person indicted and convicted of killing them. And you've engaged in such duplicitous conduct here in the courtroom.
Yeah, this is the guy that shot his son's head off and his wife.
And as established by the testimony,
We didn't cover this case here, but he was found guilty last night.
At the time of the indictment and prior to the indictment throughout the trial to this moment in time, certainly you have no obligation to say anything
I think he'll be fine in jail.
not guilty. And obviously his appeals are probably expected or absolutely expected.
He'll probably kill himself, to be honest.
Expect a confession.
Yes,
at any
Denny.
time. In fact, as I've presided over murder cases over the past 22 years, I have yet to find a defendant who could go there, who could go back to that moment in time when they decided to pull the trigger.
That's cool. That's what's up, Renfrey.
I have not been able to get anyone, any defendant, even those who have confessed to being guilty, to go back and explain to me what happened at that moment in time.
What's up, Eve?
They opted to pull the trigger, when they opted to commit the most heinous crimes known to man. In this case, qualifies under our death penalty statute, based on the statutory aggravating circumstances of two or more people being murdered by the defendant by one act or pursuant to one scheme or course.
Get out of my sight, you soulless ginger. Hell yes.
I don't question at all the decision of the state not to pursue the death penalty. But as I sit here in this courtroom and look around the many portraits of judges and other court officials and reflect on the fact
No, I don't think the other
past
son took part.
century, your family, including you,
I'm not even sure he did it.
prosecuting people here in this courtroom, and many have received the death penalty, probably for lesser conduct. Remind me of the expression you gave on the witness stand. Was it tangled? Oh, what tangle web we weave. What did you mean by that?
Come on, Tyrone. You know the goddamn expression.
Lied, I continue to lie.
And the question is, when will it end? When will it end? And
The judge is trying to get a
it's ended
confession out of
already for the
him.
jury because they've concluded that you continued to lie and lie throughout your testimony.
This motherfucker's trying to get a confession out of him. At sentencing.
Perhaps with all the throng of people here, they, for the most part, all believe, or 80, 90%, 99% believe that you continue to lie now when you...
What's up, Lou? Lou says, does it really come down to self-survival in the end? All else be damned? Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't it be? I believe it comes down to self-preservation. That's with everything. Disclaimer, not all gingers. They have no souls. You know that, right, Julie? You're right.
Your statement
Self-preservation has to come first for anyone.
to the court. Perhaps you believe that it does not matter, that there's nothing that can mitigate...
Well, here's the fucked up thing, right? These judges just like, look, man, when they know they're on TV, Pricey says, get on with it already. No, what they're doing right now is they're peacocking. They're peacocking. He knows he's on TV. This is his moment in the sun. Hey, JB, we may be soulless, but no, you guys got good pussy, Kathy. Ginger's got excellent pussy. I'm just saying.
a sentence
Yeah, definitely fun.
given
Crazy, but fun.
crimes that were,
What's up, Owen?
a notice of alibi was filed in this case by counsel in November, and we conducted a hearing, pretrial hearing, in which
And then me, yeah, basically. Or a BET award.
someplace else at the time the crime was committed. Then, after all of the witnesses placed you at the scene of the crime, at the last minute,
Source award.
days, you switch courses and admitted to being there. And then that necessitated more lies and continued to lie. And I said, where will it end? It's already ended for many who have heard you and
I gotta listen to this shit.
concluded that it'll never end. But within your own soul, you have to deal with that.
Gotta listen to this shit, and then we can get on with the reason we're here.
See Paul and Maggie during the night times when you're attempting to go to sleep. They come and visit you,
I hear you there, Kathy.
I'm sure.
And every night.
Stream wasn't supposed to start till 10 a.m. anyway.
And they will continue to do so. And reflect on the last time they looked you in the eyes, as you looked the jury in the eyes.
If he did it, I agree.
I don't
Paul.
know a person who's always been such a gregarious, friendly person. Cause your life
More than
to be
ACK.
tangled in such a weave web, such a situation
You 49er.
spun into.
Let him drop his rap verse. Get it over with. Let him
Such a lovely
let him
family
drop his hot 16.
of such friendly people, including you, and to go from that to this.
Exactly, Norma.
Your license to practice law has been stripped away from you.
Well, no shit, dummy.
Turned from lawyer to witness, and now have an opportunity to make your final appeal as an ex-lawyer. And it's almost, it's really surprising that you're waiving this right at this time.
I agree with that, Kathy.
And if you opt to do so, it's on you. You're not compelled to say anything. But you have the opportunity to do so.
Maybe I tell you again,
The verdict's already happened. This is the sentencing portion. I've never heard a motherfucking judge do. Well, that's not true. Remember the Jussie Smollett case? Y'all remember the Jussie Smollett case when that judge went on for like an hour?
Thank this court, but I'm innocent. I would never, under any circumstances, hurt my wife, Maggie, and I would never, under any circumstances, hurt my son, Paw Paw.
Well, and it might not have been you. It might have been the monster you become when you
Damn.
take 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 opioid pills. Maybe you become another person. I've seen that.
Yeah, Jussie's appealing.
The person standing before me was not the person who committed the crime, though it's the same individual.
Yeah, I will say this. Last night, after seeing the verdict, I did go watch. If you guys haven't seen it, if you guys got Netflix, bro, all of you gotta watch the documentary. It's a 3-part series on the Murdaugh shit. What's up, Lucas? I personally never followed the case, but after you watch that Netflix documentary, it'll open your eyes to a lot of that shit. The whole family, everything. I'm still struggling with whether he did it or not. But listen, man, I feel like everybody in that family had a body. I feel like everybody in that family killed someone. And if you watch that documentary, you'll see what I'm talking about. This is why I didn't cover this case, is because I'm ignorant about it. Still interested in what's going to happen, though. Good morning, Jessica. In terms of the sentencing, let's see, there we go.
This case resulting in an assault on the integrity of the judicial system in our state,
That documentary was real good.
law enforcement in our state,
We'll get to the Idaho 4 in just a minute.
even during this trial, the law enforcement have been
He did,
maligned
Kathy.
for the past 5 or 6 weeks by
Morning,
one
Mandy.
who had access
Morning, Buckshot.
to the wheels of justice.
I'm going to be honest with you, though. I ain't never seen somebody make sons look like them so much. Cover it on own day. What the hell does that mean? What's up, Samantha? I'm sorry. Paul's sons, both of them, or whatever his name was, Alex's sons, they look just like the motherfucker. I've never, you said you made clones. I've never seen no shit like this.
Deflect the investigation pursuing discovery in the case involving the death of Mallory Beach,
Yeah, he is, Jessica.
and having a father, for the most part, on his deathbed.
It's fucking nuts.
I can imagine, I really can't imagine. I know it had to have been quite a bit going through your mind on that day. But amazingly, to have you come and testify that it was just another ordinary day, that my wife and son and I were out just enjoying life.
What's up, Manning?
Not credible. Not
Nah,
believable.
you know he's slow as shit.
You can convince yourself about it, but obviously you have the inability to convince anyone else about that. So if you made any such arguments as a lawyer, you would lose every case like that. Cases you will never have an opportunity to argue anymore, except perhaps your own as you sit in the Department of Corrections. Anything further?
Here he goes. Good.
Mr. Murdaugh, I sentence you to the State Department of Corrections on each of the murder indictments in the murder of your wife, Maggie Murdaugh, I sentence you for a term of the rest of your natural life.
Damn.
For the murder of Paul Murdaugh, whom you probably love so much, I sentence you to prison for murdering him for the rest of your natural life. Those sentences will run consecutive.
Damn. This
statute
motherfucker has to die twice to get out.
In possession of a weapon during a violent crime, there is no sentence where a life sentence is imposed on other indictments. That is the sentence of the court, and you are remanded to the State Department of Corrections.
Well, there that went. That motherfucker got 2 consecutive natural lives. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee and Crime with JB Gunner. It is March 3rd, 2023. It is 10:07 a.m. Good to see you guys. We had to start off with that because right before I went live, I noticed that they was doing the sentencing, and I wanted to hear it. Double life, double natural life. Yes. He was such an emotional lawyer when he practiced. Watching him be so stoic is evil. I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe, because here's the thing. I see the bad in people. I see the evil in people. But I kind of feel, what's up got me stumped? I kind of feel, no, they didn't go for the death penalty in it. Sometimes even I could be naive, right? Like, to me, what's up, Mr. Williams? To me, it's hard to visualize this dude shooting his wife and his son like that. And if the reason that they accuse him of doing it, which is to somehow drum up support or sympathy in regards to his monetary crimes, that to me, like, is just beyond foolish. You know what I mean? No, they have the death penalty in South Carolina. The prosecution just decided not to go for it. Good morning, Tracy. All right, so we're gonna get things started today because I did a video this morning, and I want to give you guys a chance to interact with me and us to go back and forth. We're gonna talk about the rest of the search warrant with the Idaho 4 case. I figure we may go till, we're probably not gonna go long today at all. It's Friday. I don't want to keep you guys long. Let you guys get back to your weekend. All of that shit. I got to get over to the news channels and do some news work over there anyway. But I figured I'd stop in here and say what's up to a lot of you guys because I don't get a chance to talk to the True Crime channel all that much because, well, y'all don't pay. So I got to stay over there. So I don't do live shit over here too often. Tracy, what's going on? Jenny Blazer. Anyways, so Alex Murdaugh sitting. He said someone post the Discord link. Yeah, let's get that in here. We can do that. Yeah, because I think the Discord link in the description box I think it expires. I didn't know that thing expired, but let me I can post it to you. Let me see here. Invite. There we go. I'll get it to you right now. There's the Discord link. I don't think BK is guilty. Murdaugh is. I don't know enough about the Murdaugh thing to honestly have. Oh, it's all good. Upgrade. Don't worry about that. I don't know enough about the Murdaugh thing to really have a after watching, like I said, the documentary, the whole family looked kind of crazy, right? I don't think Kohberger. Here's the thing. I don't think Kohberger, even if he is guilty, will be found guilty. And one of the reasons for that is because I've been through these types of cases, and when I see cases like this, you got to understand, we are talking about a death sentence case. And I've asked you guys, and I've asked everybody, show me the evidence that definitively means that Brian Kohberger should be murdered. I mean, should be killed, death penalty. And no one's able to do it because this whole case is based on circumstantial evidence. Oh, no, it's all good, Norman. You ain't got to worry about that. No, just in general, this channel don't do that much anyway. It's the true crime community, Norma. The true crime community thinks we should just be friends and do this for nothing. So that's why I don't go live over here too much. Rock City, I think it's sad they didn't send him to death. The judge was a personal friend. That's probably why. Yeah, that's probably why they never. Well, they ran that town anyway. The Murdaughs ran that town anyway. I know how horrible he is. I don't really feel like he did this. I expect a hung jury. I'm sure my opinion is not the popular one, but it is what it is. No, I agree with that. Some YouTubers in true crime, did BK also bring a gun in the house and didn't you? Yeah, those people are dumb as fuck. And that's one of the things we can talk about. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see my video earlier. If you did, cool. If you didn't, go watch it after all this. But when you look at the list, for you guys that do not know, there was obviously more of the warrant release. We now know what they took from the car. We now know what they took from the house. And we now know what they took from the person. And if you listen to some YouTubers out there, they will tell you they act as if the whole fucking thing was took from the car. JB the jeweler sending in 10. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. I still have a hard time believing the killer acted alone. Exactly. Well, with that case, I agree. With the Kohberger case, I agree with you. I think it's hung. I just don't definitively see how you can sentence Brian Kohberger to death. All there is touch DNA. That still doesn't place him at the scene. Agreed with circumstances not bearing the same clout in death penalty case. BK not in the same boat. Exactly. If you're going to sentence Brian Kohberger, a 28-year-old kid, to death, and yes, I consider people in their 20s kids. If you're going to sentence a 28-year-old kid to death, kid as in little young motherfucker with his whole life ahead of him. If you're going to sentence this young man to death, you need to make sure he did it. You need to have definitive proof. And touch DNA is not definitive proof, because no matter how you try to spin it, I guarantee you my touch DNA is in all kinds of houses all over my neighborhood, my city. Immature people 22 and under, yeah. So, oh, to hell with him. To hell with whom, John? He was guilty. The south to east weeds through bullshit and get the noose ready. West Coast. And I don't even know what you just said, Lou. You think Brian is a convenient scapegoat? I don't know what he... Well, yes, I think they needed to get people back in school, and they needed the whole town's... 50% of their town's revenue is based on that school and the economy that it brings. You know what I mean? I'm with you, Sylvia. I'm with you 100%. What's up, Faith? The beautiful Faith D is joining us. Good to see you. But my take in, okay, here's the thing. It's really funny because you'll get people that are like, how can you not find Brian guilty? You haven't seen everything yet. But then when I turn that back on them and say, how can you find him guilty? You haven't seen everything yet. They're like, oh, no, I've seen enough. Well, I've seen enough. And I've actually been through these cases. We've talked about this a million times. Hey, what's up, Grizzly? How you doing? Make sure you guys check out Grizzly True Crime. Good to see you. You'll be going live at noon, I believe. we'll be done before then. What's up, Gerard? What's up, Summer? So my take on this is that every single time they come out with new evidence, I feel as if there's nothing there. It's funny because me and Grizzly was joking about it. You know, what they did about change and shit like that. That's all they got. That's all they got. Everything that they took from that house, in fact, let's go look at the list. And listen, let's look at the list, because here's what I want to have the discussion with you guys about. Tell me what they've taken that you believe would have been used or valuable to, what's up, 2 cents, to the murder. He just happened to be all over that house, around it. What are you talking about, John? What do you mean he happens to be all around that house? What do you mean? Do you know something I don't know? Do you know something about some other DNA I don't know? Well, good morning, Peaches. Change, drawings, and whoa, clothing, says Grizzly. Okay, that knife is unspecified. Now, the knife, here's the thing. Do you know, all right, if he's dumb enough to take that knife all the way to Pennsylvania, he deserves a death penalty. Exactly, though. Listen, all they did was take shit from the parents' house. We don't know what that knife is. We don't know if that gun's Kohberger's or his dad's. We did have some change. And then they took a drawing of a man's hand. So you're telling me that motherfucker was sitting there like we do when we were kids, tracing our hand and shit, you know what I'm saying, making little turkeys and shit, and they took that as evidence? Let that sink in. The evidence they got against Brian Kohberger is him drawing a turkey with his hand on a piece of paper. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Americans, y'all know what I'm talking about. Remember when we was kids, we all did that little shit, the little tracing around the finger. The best fact I learned is the K-bar stands for killer bar. I didn't know that. Bear. And he underlined the page. How compelling. Exactly. Now, unless that page says how to murder 4 people and get away with it, you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not feeling it. So let's take a look at the list. Let's start with the shit they found on his person. I just envision JB making turkeys with his hands. Yes, drawing turkeys is my specialty. There you go. Drunk turkey shows in here too. What's up, brother? It's good to see you. So they're talking about a silver flashlight. Number one, is there anybody here that believes a motherfucker's gonna go kill 4 people with a knife in one hand and a regular flashlight in the other? Think about it. He has hiking boots. He lives in Pennsylvania, and then even then he was in Idaho. What hiker do you know that doesn't have a headlamp? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, if I was going to kill you and I was going to do it at night, I'm not carrying a flashlight with me. If I was going to wear any light, it would be a headlamp that I can turn on the little red light on it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, the likelihood of this man carrying a knife with one hand is the swab they took of his mouth. It's his DNA. A knife in one hand and a flashlight in the other. No, I didn't take your wrench, Rowan. This is a different channel. I don't understand why you people say that a lot. I will give you your wrench here, though. You understand I got several channels. There you go. No, I don't take wrenches unless you guys fuck me over. But yes, this is not the normal channel that I'm live on, Rowan. Anyways, so I think, is there anybody that believes it? That's all I'm asking. The flashlight is part of the murder thing. Anyway, what's on a man's mind drawing? Brian is not a gay, that's clear. What's on a man's mind drawing? Your night shifters on the block got problem. All right, let's continue. What's up, Megan? Good to see you. So nobody pretty much believes it. All right, let's move on. 4 medical style gloves. All right, everybody keeps making a big deal about the gloves. What is the big deal about the fucking gloves? Don't all of you got gloves in your house? Okay, so some of you may just have like gloves for outside. But do any of you have gardens or dogs or anything? Am I the only one that keeps medical type gloves in my house just in case I gotta pick up shit out of my yard or pick up dog shit or finger a fat bitch? Am I the only one that keeps gloves for that purpose? Rowan says, I don't see the flashlight as anything. I have gloves too. Exactly. And then, of course, they go through his clothes that he was wearing. Now, we're not going to talk about, listen, we can sit here and go on and on about dark clothes. Most of us have dark clothes in our closet. I have 4 boxes of black medical gloves in my house. Exactly. Exactly. Those were left from his criminology student days. You think they wear medical gloves in the criminology class? They might. I don't know. I'm not a criminology major. Gloves, mask, pandemic. Thank you. And everybody keeps talking about the mask as well. I've got a full face mask, full head mask. What do they call balaclavas, whatever the fuck they're called. I've got half face mask. And then for you COVID weirdos, I know you COVID weirdos walk around with mask up your ass all damn day. I'm not surprised at all that people have masks. As much as this country pushed mask on everybody, I don't see how that means it. What's up, Ashley? What's up, Reem? I don't see how that meant anything. Wear a lot of black. Yeah, man, listen, some people do that shit. I majority of the time wear black and blue. What's up, Stevie? I mean, there's a woman in that drawing. Academics, no? What do you mean there's a woman in the drawing? What do you mean there's a woman in the drawing? Where the fuck did you guys get that? Where did you get that information from? You talking about the one that they found in the house? Hold on, let me go up here to this drawing. Just so I can answer that real quick. Just so I can answer that, because I'm pretty sure that's not what it said. Oh, let me look at the drawing. I'm pretty sure it just said something like, hold on just a second. A man's hand drawing. Yeah, right here. What the fuck is that? What made you say it was a woman in the thing? What's up, DIY? I wear black even though I have a white dog who sheds 24/7. Yeah, no, that's brutal, Julie. Yeah, I mean, like I prefer solid colors, man. When I like, I don't find it that crazy at all. There's nothing in any of this. So anyway, so we got the clothes. So what? They got some dark clothes. They told us it was Vans. Now it's Nikes. So he doesn't even have Vans. Then we get to the car. Let's do the car because everybody's making a big deal about the car. And there's nothing in the car. Some swabs. PA is Democrat country. They have all the COVID protection goodies. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Swabs. Oh, what's up, Missy? Hope you're doing good. Let me check this out. So swabs, okay, that's a little abnormal. I'll be honest with you. But then again, I also ain't up on, there's some people that are OCD about cleaning out their ears and shit, right? I'm pretty positive that some of you, probably you ladies, probably walk around with swabs in your purse, right? I mean, maybe not. Sylvia says, what really bothers me is how vague they are on shit that matters and super specific on some basic shit. Well, yeah, One of my Amazon subscriptions is a box of 100 latex gloves every 3 months. Exactly. Cleaning his ears, yeah. So that's the thing. Is like, so Q-tips are murder weapons now? Exactly. There is no evidence, at least at the moment. Ziploc bag with pink zipper. Plastic baggie with green zipper. 7 quarters, this motherfucker can make some phone calls. 36 dimes, 32 nickels, 8 pennies, gloves in the winter. Does law enforcement have their hands on this? Why the cover up? I've been saying it from the very beginning. I don't necessarily believe it was a cover up. Could they mean they swabbed some evidence from the car? That could mean that, Amy. I guess that could mean that. You know what? That's an interesting way to look at it. That is an interesting way to look at it. That's a good point. That's a hell of a way to look at it. Hey, Drunk Turkey and Grizzly, are you still in here? What do you think about that? Could the swabs on the receipt for the property of Kohberger's person stated a swab? I'm assuming they took a swab of him. I'm assuming the swabs of the car are stabbing for DNA. Okay. That's why I was just about to ask you and Grizzly. You know, that makes more sense, actually, than there just being random swabs and he's got stabbing on the mind. That makes sense. So they did some swabbing. That makes a little bit of sense. Beth Joy says when he cleaned his car, he probably put his change in the baggies. Yeah, I would imagine. I would imagine that was what the baggies is for. What do you mean, where's the DoorDash? What does that mean? Why would he have DoorDash? Why would he have DoorDash? Oh, that's right. You think Brian Kohberger was the DoorDash? You thought he was a DoorDash driver? Some people would be in trouble in their homes and cars got swapped. Man, you know how much DNA I got in this motherfucker? Shit. What's up, Gun Squad? What's up, Cindy? How you doing, beautiful? So they got gloves, receipts, car insurance card, car registration, hiking boots, comfort in room key. Let you know this one. Y'all broads that's out there fucking Brian Kohberger, y'all get the comfort in. The shovel is for sure not typical. In the winter, there's no. He said, I've heard about your DNA. That's right. Shovels in the winter in Pennsylvania is not typical. All right. So, tire iron, shovels in the winter is not typical, according to Corey. Goggles, now that's a little weird. I will give you the goggles thing, but once again, one of you guys were talking about a lab up there. The goggles could make sense. I have a shovel in my car and I live in the South. There you go. Yeah, it makes sense to me. The shovel being there in the winter. The shovel's in the mountain. JB, you really think Brian is shoveling? Why wouldn't he be? He's on his. You don't think Brian Kohberger shoveled snow? You don't think he shoveled the snow at his parents or anything? You don't. Like, why wouldn't he? You see what I'm saying? Like that. I don't think you're asking me if I think Brian Kohberger does chores. Yeah, I would imagine he's almost 30 years old. JB, this Popo Allen is live now? Yes, this is live. I mean, no, this is not live. The Keystone cops have nothing. Exactly. Apparently, he cleaned the crime up. Up the crime with the cotton swabs? You understand this is why I don't go live over here, right? Somebody said that he cleaned up the crime with cotton swabs. I told you it wasn't live, Dave. It's not live. I have a shovel and beach bag in my trunk, says Amanda, plus gloves from cleaning. Yeah. I hope she was kidding. I hope she was kidding too. I hope she was trolling or something. If you live in an area where snow and ice on, yeah, it makes sense to have a shovel. Was it a snow shovel or a dirt shovel? That would make a difference. We only know what they put. We only want, well, but then again, I don't know. You know, I don't know the difference. DIY. I couldn't tell you if my shovel outside is a snow shovel or dirt shovel. I don't know the fucking difference. So would it make a difference? I'm 42 years old. And I've lived in Chicago. I've lived where there's snow and dirt. And I don't know the difference between a snow shovel and a dirt shovel. And it's never made a difference in my life. So I don't know if it would have made a difference. He said he was being sarcastic, Jessica. There you go. There you go, Jules. Exactly. You get the point. Yeah, I'm not a yard boy. No, I hire lawn care specialists for that. I'm a conservative white man. I don't do my own lawn, man. Come on. Roy says unless they find those girls' blood on the knife in the car, then yeah, exactly. You can't dig a hole with a snow shovel. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. Oh, no, I didn't know that. Yes, most snow shovels are plastic and dirt. Okay, I see what you're saying now. Have a point in our metal for digging. Okay, that's the difference. So I guess I have a dirt shovel. Yes, Denny, I was thinking it was a dirt shovel. You guys are right. Yeah, who knows what it is? It's in his car. What's going on, Melissa? So, all right, so tire irons. Says my snow shovel is metal. Yeah, I've seen metal snow shovels now that I think about it. Okay, so snow shovels are more flat, right? Dirt shovels are more oval, kind of. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But I think I know what you're saying. But yeah, I've seen metal snow shovels. He could have had the snow. Anyway, it's just a shovel. He wasn't burying anybody. Okay, so I guess here's the point. People hear the shovel thing and they're automatically thinking, oh, is he burying graves? Obviously not. He left the four little motherfuckers. Let's just say he did it. What's up, Booty Tootie? He left the four motherfuckers in there. Why in the hell weren't the survivors locked up, knowing the time of death was so far from the 911 call? Because it's not illegal. It's not illegal. I could watch you get murdered right in front of me and sit around and drink and eat sandwiches and then wait and call 911 10 hours later. Be like, sorry, I was asleep. It's not illegal what Dylan did. What we know she did. So, yeah, you can't just lock up Dylan. I think she knows some shit. I think Dylan knows some shit. No, and it's definitely weird. It's just not illegal. People filmed the execution the other day on the sidewalk. Yeah, exactly. And the guy that you talk about in St. Louis, and that guy's not, you don't have to necessarily call anybody. What's going on? What's on, Selena? So anyway, floor mats. So now they started to take the car apart. Floor mats, reflective vest, used water bottles, wrench, door panel, seats and seat cushions, headrest, seat belt, visor, fiber, brake pedal, gas pedal. Now those are important though, because you can get footprints. I mean, you got to check it all for DNA, right? Could that be considered interfering with the call or assistance to not call? Could it be considered interference for me to be asleep instead of calling you? No. Exactly, Andy. I agree with you there. There's so many missing pieces to the puzzle. Why do they release such vague stuff? Well, it's because everybody's nosy. And let's be honest here. This social media has fucked everything up. I'm going to say some stuff you guys are going to disagree with. I don't think any human can get a fair trial. I don't believe that any human can get a fair trial in a big case ever again. The internet and social media is so goddamn nosy. It's so fucking, think about it. Do you honestly believe the people that'll be on this Kohberger trial has not seen this news? Same thing with the Murdaugh case. I was watching the Murdaugh documentary last night, and I thought to myself, I bet you every juror on that case has seen that documentary. Do you see what I'm saying? And so, and here it gets worse and worse. The thing about being like doing true crime videos, what I've noticed is from reading comments and seeing everything, all of you guys think you're entitled to some information. All of you, for the most part. You feel like you're entitled to some shit that doesn't involve you at all. Let me give a shout out to Summer, who sent $5. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you. I don't think he had a real motive either. But do you see what I'm saying? Like, everybody. I don't know never made. I'd be doing research as a juror. Yeah, exactly, Jimmy. No, I think everybody would be. All the jurors probably saw that shit. We live in a world now where information travels so quick. Information travels so quick. I don't see how it's possible to get think about this. Back in the day, let's go back 30, 40 years. Unless it was really huge and got national coverage, which was rare, most cases were unknown. Like if you were a juror, you were hearing the story for the first time. I know a lot of people that don't pay attention to murder cases. My daughter and her friends never heard of the murders. They go to college. Well, yes, there are going to be kids. Kids don't watch news. Kids are the most sheepish, unintelligent little motherfuckers on the planet. You ask a kid who the vice president is, they probably don't know shit. What's up, woo-woo? I guess if they were sequestered, no TV, no phone, no laptop. But here's the thing but you gotta take into consideration before they were chosen as jurors, they probably had seen something about the case. Because think about it. Brian Kohberger's all right, let's use Kohberger. His jury is not picked yet. Think about how many of us know everything about the shit. Do you see what I'm saying? Now imagine you live in Moscow, Idaho. My point that I'm making is by the time he goes to trial and jury selection happens, what is it going to be, a year? All right, let's just say 6 months. Let's say June. It's not going to be June because they're going to continue the case. It all comes down to the primary police investigation's thoroughness, in my opinion, to combat social media, says 2 cents. It's not possible for them to combat it because people still believe what they read on the internet. There's still people, there's a dude that makes comments on my videos every day talking about Ethan being beat with a golf club. And I've asked him to show me evidence. And he says, well, I've read it in a million YouTube comments. I'm like, what makes you think it actually happened? Do you see what I'm saying? He's like, why would everybody be saying it if it didn't happen? Well, because it's the internet. You can't. What's up, Mudman? 49-year-old cucks didn't know the vice president. That's exactly right, Faith. As I remember that. My point that I'm trying to make. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I'll get a P.O. box to the person who just texted me. But that's all. Hey, I've thought that on the clubs too. But you got to realize this person comments it every day. He's like, how come you're not reporting on the clubs? Report on the clubs from what source? Report on the clubs from what source? And number one, I'm not a reporter. I'm a commentator. I'm not reporting shit to you. Number two, like, I don't understand what people mean when they say that. Like, why aren't you, what's up, Kindness Cake? Very interesting channel. Thank you. JB trying to tip. Oh, okay. How do I tip it? Oh, no, it's the links down below. The channel's not monetized yet. And I may never monetize it. Like, if you're talking about super chats and shit, because the minute I turn on super chats, then they start watching me. I could say anything I want right now, and they won't flag me down. You gotta remember, I've been on this platform 16 years. I've learned how to navigate. But yeah, no, there's PayPal and all that shit down below, if you want to use that. I fully believe he was just a person they thought could be capable of doing it and making fit the crime. I agree with that too. I agree with that too, 100%. Yes, it is, Amy. That is my Venmo. My name is John Gunner Collins. Y'all didn't think Gunner was actually my real name, did you? It actually is, John Gunner Collins. Anyway, so my take on this, everything that they got out of here, phone charger, Band-Aid, wrappers, maps, documents, seatbelt, boot, that's all shit that's normal shit. There's nothing in here unless he's got DNA on any of this shit. So the car had no results. So now we got to go to the house. Pretty sure that Nathan's golf clubs were part of the evidence the police removed from the house. They removed everything from the house. They removed everything from the house. And it wasn't necessarily evidence. I saw them remove the golf clubs at the same exact time they removed the computer chairs. Do you guys remember what I was talking about? Thank you, Amy. It's a great YouTube. You made me laugh and think. Thank you so much. Thank you, beautiful. Do you see what I'm saying, though? Like, they removed it at the same exact time as they removed everything else. Was the car taken to be dismantled? It could have been. So one person used 3 different weapons: clubs, K-bar, tigers, clam. I forgot the name of the weapon. Created big gouges. Yeah, see, I'm not. No one has shown me any evidence that they used, that there was any. That there was any golf clubs used. Law enforcement admitted multiple people were on 911 call and summoned to the scene hours before 911 was dialed. Yeah, that's exactly right. If she had the presence tomorrow. Yeah, there's no question. Look, man, Dylan's a definitely sketchy person. Definitely possible to plant the sheath. Ethan, personal items and golf clubs, he must have stayed over a lot. So if Brian was stalking, he would have known what Ethan drove. And there's so much. Thank you very much, Charlotte. There's so many motherfucking. Look, it's clear many people involved in DM knows. Potentially. I agree with that too. There are so many. Look, speculation is good. But a lot of people get stuck on a certain theory and they stay there. Like, there's still people in my comment section that refuse to believe that Jack Showalter did not kill them. But I did hear a theory that I thought was interesting. I did hear a theory that I thought was very, very interesting. And I believe the theory originated. In fact, I think I heard it from Harsh. I believe the theory originated on some channel, Southern something. I can't get past the informant that wouldn't be testifying. Exactly, Corey. I also believe Dylan was coached by law enforcement. I heard a theory that I thought was kind of made sense. Was it Dylan or Bethany's boyfriend? They believe was selling drugs. And There was a theory that Maddie was going to tell on him. Listen, hear me out, because I'm paraphrasing right now. I'm apprehensive about being too hard on Dylan. No, but I'm not saying she was in on it. I'm saying she's lying, Amy. She's lying. She was not frozen for 8 hours and at the same time believed it was just another dude at the party house. Can't be both. You see what I'm saying? But let me get back to this. So the theory is I believe she's lying. I don't necessarily believe she had anything to do with it. But I believe she's definitely a liar. So anyway, I can't remember if it was Dylan's boyfriend or the other one's boyfriend. But I guess the theory is he was selling dope, drugs in the household. Maddie was getting tired of it. Maddie was going to tell on him. Which I'm going to tell you why I don't know if I agree with this. Because Maddie's parents were dope fiends. Remember, that's the big fucking thing? Is that Maddie's parents was supposedly represented by Ann Taylor, or her dad and stepmom, which isn't true anyway. But I will say this. So the theory that Southern Logic presented, remember when they were walking down the sidewalk with Jack Showalter, and they were like, what did you tell Adam? Everything. When I heard, I think it was Harsh put this together, I said to myself, damn, it does make sense. Because the theory was, Maddie was going to tell on him, and apparently 2 weeks prior to this event, Dylan, or was it Maddie that made a TikTok video about getting into an argument and or fight with Dylan, something like that. If she was going to tell on the boyfriend, and she had told Adam what was going on, that would make sense, because I don't necessarily agree with this theory. I'm just repeating it to you, and I'm doing a horrible job at it because I'm just paraphrasing shit. So apparently one of the survivors had a boyfriend selling weed or drugs of some sort. Maddie was going to tell on him. What did you tell Adam? You know, it also explains the Venmos. No, I don't think her mom is a lawyer, Jill. So somebody told me that her mom did something else. I don't think her mom was a lawyer. Corey sent 10, says, for giving us charity lives. Thank you, baby. Oh, hold on. Let me check on the Corey. Because that could be two different names. Yeah, I've never watched Southern Logic. I don't know who he is. Later on, Charlotte. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. She works at the university. That's what it was. Both exactly, Annie. Exactly. There you go. Thank you, Corey. I had to make sure I didn't want to be doing no homo shit. I didn't want to make sure you want a dude. Me calling you baby and shit. Both victims' mothers' plea deals are on drugs 2 weeks before. Yeah. So, I mean, the theory is potential. It is possible. But I think a lot of people make it a lot bigger than what it is. It would make sense why Maddie was killed. Why she was the target. And to be perfectly honest, all of them other theories make more sense than Brian Kohberger. What's up, Alabama Angel? Thank you for putting a smile, wide face on our female. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you very much. Frankie Frankenstein says, innocent until proven guilty. I 100% agree. 100% agree. Also, drugs are absolutely involved. And yeah, and of course it was. In fact, let's get back to the list. So, we got to get back to the list. Now, what we're going to see here is the things that was found inside the home. It's not a coincidence DM invited Kay as her +1 for the night before the murders. She didn't live there anymore, and even her mom said she wasn't sure if she was going to go that weekend. possibly true. Now, let me ask you guys something. Can we agree that the stuff found in the house is not necessarily Brian Kohberger's? When they say, let me get me a fucking drink, you motherfuckers. Can we agree that the stuff found in the house may not have been Brian Kohberger's? The stuff that they took out, exactly, Jessica, could have been Brian's, his dad's, remember, 4 people live in this house. And yes, straight shooting whiskey out the bottle. Jameson is good shit. 10:51 in the morning. A lot of what the FBI took could be parents or sisters, exactly. So, knife. Now, right here, everybody is going to focus on the first thing on the list, which is the knife. Lots of jackets. Yeah, you can only wear so many jackets. Exactly. Yeah, no, I ain't going to be here that long, Amanda. Yeah, that welfare show, boy, I was, by the end of that, we drive you to drink. Yes, you do. But that's why I love you. It's going to be one of those days. No, it's not, because I'm going to get the fuck done with this. I'm going to go take a nap for a while. It's Friday. Y'all see me on the political channel later on tonight. Anyways, and I'm taking the weekend off for the most part, except for a couple streams. But listen, people talked about the first thing on the list, said that was lit. Yeah, the welfare queen stream was lit. The knife. Is there anybody here that believes that's the murder weapon? Let's talk about it. You don't think it would say K-bar knife? Let's be honest. The other one talks about it being a pocket knife. You don't think that knife on that list would say K-bar knife? And what is the odds? Yeah, that's a good point, Corey. What are the odds that he would have to be the dumbest motherfucker, what's up, gorgeous, in the history of crime? He would have to be the dumbest motherfucker in the history of crime. Because think about this, man. And it's really what, okay. Ultimately, I don't believe it's Brian Kohberger, and here's why. This dude can't be this dumb. He can't be this dumb. There's so many things, they're circumstantial, that could lead him, that could connect him. You're telling me this motherfucker took the knife sheath into the killing scene, dropped the knife sheath, left the knife sheath, came back at 9 o'clock the next morning, still didn't go get the knife sheath. You're telling me this motherfucker, when we're talking about tracking the phone, now none of the phone pings matter. None of them. A phone can ping up to a 27-mile radius, a 27 square mile radius. It does not matter. The phone pings mean nothing. My phone is pinging off some shit 8 miles away right now. He lived 8 miles away from the house. It's not that big of a deal. The phone pings mean nothing. So anyway, so you're telling me this motherfucker did all this shit. By the way, as you can see, the car wasn't clean. Remember when we saw, think about this. They were looking for a white Elantra. He was still in Washington. You're telling me this motherfucker waited till he got to Pennsylvania to clean out the car? I'm not buying it. Think about that. They want you to believe that Brian Kohberger waited until he got, exactly wrong year, Elantra, all the way to Pennsylvania, even though he stayed there and finished up the fucking school year. So Brian Kohberger was wearing gloves. A lot of people say to cover up his wounds when he went into a grocery store in Pennsylvania. Then why wasn't he wearing gloves to cover up his wounds when he went back to school? Make that make sense. So he went back to school like nothing happened. He didn't clean out his car at all in Pennsylvania. He waited all the way to, and when he was in Washington, he waited till he got all the way to Washington, and he took the knife, and he took the clothes. And he happened to bring all of his hard drives and 4 computers. None of it's legit. Exactly. Why wasn't he wearing the gloves and police vids from the road? What's up, Upgrade? Is law enforcement being crooked? I don't know. They could just be wrong. Exactly, Amy. Why would he not wear them in Idaho and then all of a sudden wear them in PA? They're like, well, we saw him take the trash out at 4 a.m. You know what time I took my trash out last night? About 4 a.m. Because remember, I posted on my damn wall something and you guys were like, you never sleep, JB. I was up taking out the trash and cooking eggs and shit. Him taking the trash out at 4 a.m. is not that odd to me. Let me give a shout out to Amanda. Thank you so much. Said, looking great. So are you? Thank you. Sent 5. Appreciate that. No, Jamie, you're wrong. Brian only owns one set of clothes. He wore them every day after the murder and never washed them. Exactly. That's what they want us to believe. Exactly, Amanda. Thank you very much, by the way. So I just let this shit sink in. So the knife, if you believe that's a murder weapon, boy, book with underlining on page 118. I do find that insane that they went to 118 pages and found where some shit was underlined. Thank you, Mary. I do. Yeah, only killers and commies take out the trash at 4 a.m. I do find it interesting that they went all the way. You're definitely speculating on that one. It may well be the knife, but I doubt it. Are we in agreement that if he had that knife in Pennsylvania, are we in agreement that if he has that knife in his possession, he's got to be the dumbest criminal to ever exist? Hey, exactly, Annie. I think we all are in agreement to that. If this motherfucker did a nationwide trip and didn't get rid of the knife, he's got to be the dumbest motherfucker to ever commit crimes. No question. Knowing that, do you find criminal issues in criminal books? Now, I will say this. What about the scratches on his face, though? What scratches? Oh, you talking about when he went to court? Those were after he had been locked up. The scratch, no, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We'll go ahead and show you let's go ahead and show you. Let's show you his Brian Kohberger court case. I'm going to show you exactly what you're seeing. Let me go ahead and clear that up right now. Let me go ahead and clear this up right now. All right. So I believe this was his first. Oh no, I believe this was his first time in court. Oh, let me get you guys this. Yeah, let me clear this shit. There we go. This was his first time in court. His face was clear. Now let's go to the second time in court. Let's see. Let's see. Is that this one? Second court appearance. Okay, no, this is the one where he was. This is the one where he was. Let me. God damn it. Yeah. This is the one, I believe, where he had the bruise and the cuts on his face. Yes. See the difference? The first court case, His first court proceeding, he didn't have those cuts. The second one, he did. So that had nothing to do with the killing, if you do believe it was the killing. Just for the record, I wanted to clear that shit up. I was thinking about Zaina fighting back, and she's grabbing, no. Those cuts right there was not there when his first court hearing happened. So those cuts on his face happened in jail. Yeah, jail razors are terrible. Fresh scratches and cuts, shaving, I would think. Exactly. Makes the most sense to me. I don't think they found his DNA under anyone's nails. No. Well, let me tell you why. Because if they had found his DNA under one of their nails, why would they have to say it was on a knife sheath? You got to remember, if they had home run shit, they would have used that to get the arrest warrant. Does that make sense? Yeah, his mugshot, he didn't have no scratches. His mugshot had no scratches. Well, give me a minute, let's pull it up. Brian Cole. Like, if you look at his mugshot here, you didn't see any scratches on his face. Scratches on his face was clean as a baby's ass. Like, every aspect of that. Clean as fuck. Not a single scratch anywhere. He continued to go into class. No one said he was marked up. Exactly. And why that's the point, Sylvia. As if they had his DNA from under the fingernails, they wouldn't have had to go to Pennsylvania and steal some trash. Oh, well, that's not necessarily true because it was on the knife sheath. But they would have used that. They wouldn't have used the knife sheath. They would have said, no, we wouldn't even be having this discussion. Like, because they would have said his DNA was found under their nails. And that would have been in the arrest warrant. 100%. Because that's a good question, Bernice. How come Idaho or no one else ever brought him in? How come they never brought him in for questioning? I found that to be weird. How come he was never brought in for questioning ever at all at any point in time? They let him go all the way across the country. Someone thinking he had those scratches months later is an example of how BK can't get a fair trial. No, that's exactly right. He can't get a fair trial. At all. I don't see how it's possible. To be perfectly honest. Let's see, what's this saying? 40. Let me go ahead and... Because he isn't the guy. No, and a lot of that makes sense. So, once again, I'm going to read this list from Kohberger's parents' house. Now, keep in mind, this could be Kohberger's parents or his. Tell me when I get to something. That front door being open is interesting. Casey Anthony got a fair trial, so BK can. Maybe. They were watching him as of November 28th. Yeah, on December 8th. Well, yes. Remember, on November 28th is when they said that Dylan pointed him out. Yeah, I told you there was dope involved. But anyway, I knew there was going to be drugs involved. And then on December 7th, they come with the white Elantra or whatever the fuck it was, December 8th. Anyways, so stop me when we get to something that says murder. AT&T bill for Brian Kohberger. Okay, they'll use that. What's up, Elizabeth? They'll use that. Chief Fry actually, he's the first press conference they did, they talked about the front door being open. The very first press conference they did, they clearly said it. No, I don't believe any trial's fair anymore. So the AT&T bill, fine, but they already got all of his phone records, right? DoorDash shit had something to do with it? Maybe. Or maybe it was just drunk kids ordering DoorDash. But there's a video of him saying it. The very first press conference, I've already done this and researched it and showed you guys. Yes, the very first press conference, he specifically says it. I believe at the 11-minute mark, if I remember right. In fact, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's see. 11 minutes. Let's see. Moscow police press. What was it? 11:13. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, 11. That's the 20th. That's the 16th. Was this the 13th? I want to make sure it's the 13th. Hold on. I'm going to show you. All right. Moscow. All right. First press conference. Let's just put first press. All right. That should. All right. Was this it? This might be it.
The news conference is starting as we speak. We understand that officials.
Hold on. But he lied. Then he lies because this is from Fox News. So.
Gone calves.
It's not. Then he lies because the mainstream media never lies, JV. I do believe he lies, though.
Other residents on King Road.
I'm trying to. Was it this one or this?
Forward step.
Hold on.
Chief Wright, John Webb with KHQ. On September 12th,
Here we go.
there was a vandal alert that was sent out about a potential stabbing threat on Paradise Path.
Give me a
Does this
second.
have any connection with what we've seen so far?
Not that we know of it, but we're following up every lead. Every.
Hold on. Give me just a second. Come on.
Of an unknown, like I said, we took the information that we had at the time, but we do need to be aware. The individual is still out there, right? We need to be vigilant. We need
Give me just a second.
to watch out for our neighbors. We're a community policing community.
Well,
We've
that's
said that,
outstanding
for
days
years,
outside
and it's a
answering
community that
questions.
watches out for each other. We need to continue to do that until we can close this off and make an arrest.
Why has there been such limited information over the past couple days? I mean, we're
Here we
almost
go.
4 days into this. Why has it been so limited?
Yeah, it's a difficult. We have a lot of information coming in,
Hold on.
but the reality is, I probably should have been standing here a day or so ago. I'm not going to stipulate whether it's.
I'm trying to find
one
the
thing or
exact
another.
area,
We're gonna
the exact shit.
to investigate until we have the facts, because really it's the facts that will drive everyone. Interview. There's no assistance of all the. There was other people home at that time.
Here we go.
But we're not just focusing just on them. We're focusing on everybody that may be coming and going from that residence.
So since they were home, was it a hostage situation?
No, it was not.
And then they didn't call it into police, so were they injured?
They were not injured, but like I said, we're still following up with everybody that could have been in that area.
And how can you say it's a targeted attack if you don't have a suspect?
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to find the exact moment.
No.
Fuck it.
Not just
Anyway, I've done it before on a live stream. I don't really necessarily have time to do it right now. But I have to find the initial one because it's like 11 or 14 minutes in. Anyway. So anyway, when it came to that, no, he specifically said the first press conference they had said when the police arrived, the front door was still wide open. And then it was reported that a neighbor had saw the front door open at 8:30. No, I'm talking about the very first press conference, Mr. Else. 100%. Do you see what I'm saying? We've been through this before, and I just got to repeat it now for new people. But you know what I'm saying. What if DNA is in a passenger seat? I mean, anything's possible. So when you look at this, right? Glock 22. Now, of course, all the anti-gun people all over the place are like, oh, JB, he had a gun. Yeah, well, yeah, but the kids were stabbed to death. The kids were stabbed to death. I think BK and Dylan could know each other. Yeah, he is always laughing. I think there's no doubt about it. Well, there is a doubt about it, but I think it's very likely that, because let me explain this. What if Brian was still buying drugs? If you were a teacher's aide, would you buy drugs directly from the school you go to? Or would you try to disconnect yourself from it and go, let's just say you're Brian, you go to University of Washington. You have a lot to lose if you get caught with drugs. Wouldn't you get drugs from a different college, from a different neighborhood, from a different area? I would. If I was a drug dealer and I was trying to get my PhD here and I was a teacher's aide here, of course I'd go to the University of Idaho to get my drugs. Or at least those students. I don't think Enon has a single thing to do with anything at all, ever. I don't believe he's in... Enon is the dumbest little motherfucker that just wanted his little 15 minutes. I've never understood why everybody connects Enon to it. Now, maybe selling, I'll give you that. Now that, Bernice, that could be legit. That could be legit. If we're going to talk about Enon maybe selling drugs to him, possible. Definitely possible. But I'm going to be honest with you. It's a party house, man. I 100% think Maddie was the target. 100%. You don't shit what you eat. Exactly, Todd. 100% believe Maddie was the target. And if you go back, it's one of the only things I've been wrong on this case about, but I was actually right. If you go back almost 100 videos ago, when it comes to the Idaho 4 case, my very first video on this case, I said it will be some incel. Very first, day one, on the day it happened, I said what it's going to be is it's going to be a single dude, maybe potentially incel. It's going to be someone that found Maddie or Kaylee attractive. There is a reason why, like literally, the only picture, it's really funny because they keep talking about him having their pictures on his phone. I got Maddie and Kaylee's pictures on my shit too. I ain't got no pictures of Xana and Ethan. My point is that because even when I typically present pictures like in my stories, it's Maddie and Kaylee. I've always believed that one of those two were the targets. Now I currently believe, but I thought it would be probably Kaylee because I think she was probably more attractive. But it ended up being Maddie. What's up, Micah? So I do believe it was Maddie. Did you have their pics before or after the murder? Same as Kohberger, after. Same as Kohberger, after the murder, after it became a story. I don't believe Kohberger had his pictures before the murder. Denise, what's going on? Enon knew things that weren't public. Well, yeah, Elizabeth. Some guys like the thin girls, especially if he was bigger. Well, they weren't necessarily thin girls. They were in shape girls. What's up, Jerry? I sure hope you're a chick. The photos of People magazine story probably lies. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, anything's possible. Anything's possible. A lot of people probably got their pictures on the phone now since the murders. I definitely hope Jerry's a chick. Says I am. Excellent. Excellent. Maddie wasn't thin. She was fit. Fit. What's up, Sharon? I think Maddie knew BK and at least met him. Possibly they were. I believe he probably ate at the restaurant. So anyway, back to this list. Everybody's freaking out about the gun. It was a goddamn stabbing. What is people freaking out about the gun for? I don't understand it. Kaylee wasn't supposed to be there. You are correct with Maddie being the target. Thank you, Loretta. Smith & Wesson pocket knife. If anybody believes those people were killed with a pocket knife that he kept. By the way, we don't even know if that was his or his dad's. She was thick towards the end. Oh, you're talking about Kaylee, ain't you? You think man, I don't know. I don't know, man. Green leafy substance in plastic bag, and then green leafy substance in green container. So we were correct. Drugs are involved. Maybe if it's Kohberger. The weed also may be a family member. That's a good point. What's up, Denise? Did Maddie and Kaylee post on social media that night? I don't know. I genuinely don't know if they did or didn't. There's nothing I've seen. It seems like they took his mom and dad's laptops also. Yeah, you gotta look at four computers taken. Acer laptop taken. Folder containing vehicle paperwork taken. Documents taken. White paper with password taken. Power cable taken. Cell phone taken. 3 Glock caliber 40 caliber magazine. Look, man. This is another thing. They're like, do you think Dylan had BK do it? No. No, I don't. I do think that BK let her live, though. I think there's definitely something up with Dylan. However, exactly, Andrea. I believe he let her live for a reason, but I do not believe Dylan had Brian Kohberger. Number one, I don't think Brian Kohberger did it. But number two, man, shut the fuck up, KD. We're going to talk about Dylan. But I do not believe. I don't think Dylan's a murderer. I think she's a liar, if that makes sense. I don't feel that Dylan's a murderer. I think she's a lying bitch. That's the way I see about it. He was ready to go. All his fight was gone. I don't care. If I killed 4 people, I'm not leaving a witness. I'm not leaving a witness. Tim is lying for the murderer. She's doing something. I don't know what she's doing. It's very possible, Annie. She couldn't know who it is. She could be a liar herself. Or she could, but the bottom line is she's a liar. She spent 8 hours, she's 100% a liar. She's no doubt, that's not even questionable at this point. Do you think he just no, 100%, because there was no dark. It wasn't as dark as you think it was. Well, them saying she was, let me see something here. I'm going to show you guys something. I want to show you something here. Well, them saying she was in shock for 8 hours is because she called, yeah, exactly. She was not in shock. Let me go ahead and show you guys. Let me go ahead and show you something since we're here. Let me go ahead and I did this the other day, so I'm going to do it now, okay? I'm just going to show you this just real quick. No, it wasn't dark at all. It was not dark at all, and here's why I don't think it was dark. Do you guys remember when the cops were in there and they were cleaning everything up? Those lights were still on. Let me show you the lights I'm talking about. Let's go up to the second floor. Let's go up to the second floor. Okay, we're going to go up to the second floor for just a second, right here. There is Santa's room. You see that Good Vibes LED light? That was on. How do I know it was on? How do I know it was on? Because when the cops were there, you're telling me the cops turned on the little LED light for them to do. Do you see what I'm saying? Remember when the cops were there, that light, that little LED light, never went off until the end when they took it down. That little LED light you could see on in every image. It was on 24/7. Now let's go. Let's go ahead and get on over here. So let's look how close that LED light is. Right here. And then Dylan's room is right here. Now you could believe that Dylan's room was 100% dark if you'd like to. You could believe that. But remember, Dylan had been woken up, or not necessarily woken up. She had yelled out her door 3 times. She had been, do you see what I'm saying? The Dylan where, the pic where Dylan is bright, that's bright. The LED is bright as fuck. I could turn off my shit right now, and all I got is LED lights up on my house, and I guarantee you, you could see another human being. So no, I do not in any way believe he just didn't see her. They were on when the officer, I absolutely love you. Your thoughts, realness. Thank you, Jerry. No snowflake. Let me tell you, blood on linoleum is slippy as all get out. How the fuck does anyone not slip, slide, get away? Especially when you're talking about a step down. Especially when I think there's so much more to DM's story that we don't know. 100%. 100%. She didn't, I can tell you she wasn't frozen for 8 hours. If he had that flashlight, oh, here. Peaches, don't do it. Peaches brought up the goddamn flashlight. Do you have any clue how hard it would be to hold a flashlight and a knife and kill someone? We live in the dude obviously was a hiker. He had hiking boots and all that. He had a headlamp if he did anything. Just because they found a flashlight at the parents' house, people are like, what if he had that flashlight and the gun and the knife? So he went into the goddamn house with a flashlight in one hand, a knife in the other, a fucking Glock. He just went in there just all armied the fuck out. You know, I know he didn't have a flashlight, JB. Yes, Peaches. He had a blowtorch. Yeah. And then, of course, there's people that believe he recorded it. What's up, Joe? There's people that believe he recorded it, too. So he had the flashlight, the camcorder sitting on his shoulder. Yes, I said camcorder. I have to make it more ridiculous. What's up, Slenderella? What did you tell Adam? About the drugs is what they told Adam. So he came in. He's got the knife, the gun, the knife sheath. He's got the old school camcorder sitting on his shoulder, just for the fuck of it. And he's got a flashlight. And 2 bags of weed. And some change. You see what I'm saying? So, I just under the shoulder mounted, yeah, exactly. His phone in his pocket. Finally a channel that speaks. What's up, Lisa? Hope you're doing good. So you see what I'm saying? Like, we're getting to the point where there's too much shit. I'm just saying none of it adds up. Of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Meanwhile, he had all this shit and walked by Dylan after, exactly, Joe, after murdering 2 people, carrying 4 laptops right around the corner. Just got done murdering people in the hallway. He walks by. Dylan's like, sup? Those are some bushy ass eyebrows. He's like, all right, holla at you. And he slithers out the fucking back door. No blood trails, no nothing. Then he gets in his car. He runs out to his car real quick, holding the camcorder, the gun, the knife. He runs out to the car real quick, gets in it. There's no blood on him. There's no trail in the outside, no trail on the floor. Definitely. But of course, he waited till he got to Pennsylvania to clean out the car. So that's how he got the DNA out of the car, as he drove all that shit, the camcorder, everything, all the way to PA with his dad, with his visual snow. Let's not forget this visual snow. He has visual snow, and that's how he missed seeing Dylan, but yet his dad, who knows him, let him drive all the way across the country with visual snow. So with the visual snow, his dad lets him drive all the way across. He's got the murder weapon. He's got it all. Goes all the way, it goes all the way to Pennsylvania. Keeps all of it, by the way. Keeps it all. Keeps the flashlight, keeps the camcorder, keeps the knife, and the gun. Keeps the gun too. He kept it all. So you got to understand. By the way, and they lost him for like 18 hours on the trip. So he didn't stop and throw the murder weapon anywhere. He wanted to take it home. You forgot about the visual snow? Yes. A knife that's hook shape. Exactly. So he took all this back. He uploaded the footage from his camcorder. What he had to do is he had to do it old school. He had to upload the footage from the camcorder, from the VHS into his computer, then exchange it over to an MP3 file, which took a lot of shit. I don't even know how they do that shit. And then he put it on all them hard drives that they said that they found at his parents' house with the 4 laptops. And so that's how they got him. Is all those hard drives have the footage of everything because it was recorded on the camcorder, which, by the way, also was leaked on Reddit 8 months ago. 8 months ago, the footage was leaked on Reddit. Let that sink in. 8 fucking months ago, that footage was on Reddit. White paper with password. Power cable. Cell phone. 3 Glock 40 caliber magazines empty. What that means is that he probably, or whoever, probably goes to the shooting range. Upgrade, I know you're in here. How many empty magazines you got laying around the house? Exactly, the password was right there. And he got the password. Oh yeah, to the keypads of the rooms of the house. Yeah, he had to take that all the way back with him too. Whose cell phone? His, mom's, scissors? No. Exactly, Agent 49er. So, in a stabbing murder, the big new, we got to take the gun and the empty magazines and some books. He had some books. Oh, that's right, you have none. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we can't forget that he had books. I assume they mean books. By the way, black face mask, prescription, black gloves. I had a feeling the password written on the paper was his dad or something, younger gen. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Corey. Exactly, he would just put the fucking password in his little notes on his phone. Yeah, probably the dad wrote the password on paper for law enforcement. Exactly. He said, I reload. Black gloves, 1 black hat, 1 black mask. Personal identifying documents, New Balance shoes. That's right. So he was wearing, just for the record, he was wearing Nikes. What's up, Jose? Exactly, Jose. He was wearing Nikes, New Balances, and Vans the same night with the camcorder and all that shit. And 4 lap. My friend's sister had visual snow. She said it's absolutely horrifying. It's a terrible experience. Not too many people is going to ride in the car with visual snow. I may be the only one here. It's 3:30 a.m. in Australia. What's up, Trent? Listen to your brain. I appreciate you. All that stuff he had sounds like a cop. Yes. What's up, Mr.? We got a couple Australia people here. What's up, mate? Y'all be over there fondling kangaroos and shit, don't y'all? With the Vans BDM. They definitely weren't Kohberger. Y'all don't know the size of the print. How did they find the sentence highlighted in a book? There were hundreds of books. Did they just go through all the books? Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So what they probably did, they probably had, remember, he studies, so they probably had 4:40 p.m., yeah. Print was a size 10. Kohberger's shoes are size 13. Didn't someone see him leaving Subway with a noose around his neck? Yes. In Chicago. He was there too. All kinds of shit. Okay. So then they go with all of his dark colored clothes. They basically just take all of his dark shit. And then they took a laptop with damage. The record of the sale of the gun. Items photographed but not taken. Then a note in the desk. Criminal psychology book, documents, an XL Navy fleece, a man's hand drawing. He has taken anyone willing to follow him on a goose chase? Yes. No, his shoe was 13. I think that the print was 10. So then after, you got to remember, after he had done all of that in Moscow, camcorder, all of that shit, he had to get his hand drawing. Well, no, it wasn't in Moscow. That's crazy as shit. That's probably what that was. Reasonable doubt, for sure. Print was a 10, Kohberger's a 13, exactly. Let me ask you a question. It didn't say IDs. It didn't say IDs. Some people just thought, imagine this, man. What if, think about it, they went to his parents and they said that they took a man's hand drawing. Like, I'm confused what they mean by that. Like, what if that really was like his little hand turkey that he made when he was a kid? Think about it, that was his mom's house. They done stole that man's hand turkey that he drew when he was a kid. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let me give a shout out. What did you tell Adam? It's very, very possible Adam was told about the drug. You know what I'm saying? Like, they done stole that man's hand turkey he drew his mother back in the day. Thank you so much. What did you tell Adam? Have a good weekend. Thank you very much. I believe that was, God damn it. Slenderella. That's who I believe it was. There you go. Thank you very much. That's who I thought it was. You know what I'm saying, though? They said man's hand drawing. They said cards. Could be credit cards in his bank card. Could be any of that. So various criminal, 10 non-legible inside glove, inside box. Curious what the fuck that is. JB, you know what is on a man's mind? That's not what that says. That's not what that says. That's not what that said at all. Hold on, let's switch it over. Let's switch it over. Let's get to, okay. Let's switch it over and let's get to the shit. Oh, let me see here. That wasn't what that shit said at all. Hold on, let me find it. Son of a bitch, where was the other shit? Where was the long? You know what, we'll go back here. Oh, here it is. I'm not sure what the hell you're talking about. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm not gonna be like y'all motherfuckers, because y'all be seeing some shit. Y'all be seeing some shit, and y'all will turn that shit into anything. Y'all will turn that shit into anything. Oh, look at you, troll. Yes, you can go over it with my viewers all you'd like, Charlie. All you'd like. You have to do it another time though, because we're finishing the stream here. Yes, I've admitted I'm a sociopath. I've said it to my own trust. You don't have to trust me, bitch. Nobody has to trust me. I'm not here to be your fucking news guy. I just provide commentary. You don't have to trust me. Why the fuck would I care if you trusted me? In fact, just assume I'm lying to all you motherfuckers. Why should we trust you? You shouldn't. I would cheat on you like a motherfucker. You shouldn't. You shouldn't trust me. I'm going to try to fuck you. Why you shouldn't trust me at all? It's not that hard to understand. Shit, I'm a stranger on the internet. Why the fuck would you trust me, weirdo? Tell the people why they should trust you. You shouldn't. You shouldn't trust me around your wives. You shouldn't trust me at all. We can only trust us. Yeah, it's just weird shit. Look, man, my best friend is in here. Upgrade. He can't leave me around his chicks, and even he knows it. It will. I don't think it would work, but you get my point. You get my point. Like, nah, man, you can't trust me. You can't trust me at all. Trust me to say what's really on my mind. Yeah, exactly. Trust me to tell the truth. Exactly, Corey. And it's not like I don't source my information. You don't have to trust my opinion. I tune in for your character. So if he's found not guilty, where do they go from here? As it stands right now, my vote is not guilty. Yeah, I feel the same way. Same here, JB. I'll fuck your wife. You don't want to fuck with that old fat bitch. Pick another one. Pick another one. Anyway. So, where was I at? Yeah, I don't think they have anything. Let's just call it what it is. I don't think they have anything. Drawing. So they said it was they drew something else. I'm not sure what he drew. Notes, licenses, cards, paperwork, motherboard. Every nerd's got a paper. So I'll fuck your wife and make you watch, says UK lady. Yeah. The one thing you could trust from me is that I won't steal. I've never stolen anything in my life. Anything, ever. I remember being a teenager, right? Anybody can have those items, I agree. I remember being a teenager, and I may have been 18. You remember, I don't know if you guys have ever eaten at Pizza Hut. You know how they had them little red cups? I remember I walked out. What's up, Salvatore? I got home, and I had the red cup. And I felt so bad because sometimes you could just be drinking something as you walk out the store. I got home and noticed I still had the red. They never found the murder weapon in the car. Exactly, Jody. They're lying. I got home with that red Pizza Hut cup. And I lived like 30 miles away from the Pizza Hut. I was so fucked up about accidentally walking out with their cup, I drove the whole 30 miles back and gave them their fucking cup back. Why was this released? I thought there was a gag order. No, because the gag order doesn't count in Pennsylvania. So I love that story. Yeah, I'll do a lot of bad shit, but I won't steal from you. I'll steal your wife, but I will not steal like what you earn. Because the gag order doesn't live in PA. I hate thieves. For many years, I thought the wine glasses at the bar were for take home on last call. I did have to hide it by my side, but I needed some liquid for the ride home at 2 a.m. I hear you there. JB, has there ever been any footage or photos of any bodies being removed? I've never seen them. Never seen them at all. I'm surprised that there isn't. A liar and thief are one and the same. I agree with that. No, it's all right. With all the media on site, no, 100%. I think the fact that we haven't seen anything like that or hasn't been leaked is fucked up. I think it's weird. Yeah, the firing squad could be back. Definitely. So, like, when you look at this list, there's just nothing. Now, I am interested on this to find out what the note is from Dad to Brian, to Dad from Brian. Now, that is a little interesting. But, yeah, all the computers. Look at this Taylor cutlery knife with leather sheath. That's interesting. Too bad, but yeah, none of it, man. There's just nothing that I see. Now, I will say this. I don't know. That could be his dad's. That could be anything. I don't know. And once again, okay, the most stuff that they found was clearly from in the house. But I'm just going to be honest with you. All it sounds like to me is that they took everybody's computers. So Kohberger was in Montana at some point? Yeah. I don't know how you a pot smoker and got any energy to kill anyone. No, I don't know. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I don't understand it either. He definitely needs a Jameson certification. I'll vouch for him. Exactly. The reality of this is, man, is I don't really know how they can. JB, can you think of any other similar type of crime of this magnitude in history that turned out to be one big movie set? No. I don't believe that. Perplex. QT, what's going on, beautiful? JB, you and I might be the ones. Keep saying there's nothing breaking here. It's because there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing, QT. There's just nothing. The only thing to this point in time that they still have is touch DNA on the knife sheath. That's it. And I'm sorry, it does not place you at the scene of the crime. It does not do it. If Upgrade or any of you was to come to my house, and let's say I gave you a cup, or whatever, anything, and you took it to your house, and you decide to kill people. I meant to say you and I might be the only ones who keep saying it. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Maybe you should do a live where you play a spirit box. I'm not doing no goddamn spirit box, you fucking weirdos. Say that for the other weirdos. I'm not doing a spirit box. What's up, Shannon? You fucking goobers in them spirit boxes, man. Weird shit. Weird shit. You do is make him out to be gray psycho and smoke weed. He's a chill dude. Yeah, no, won't be doing no spirit box. You know what? It'll be a new segment on the show. We're going to do it. You know I'm just clowning these people, right? I'm going to buy a spirit box. I'm going to buy a spirit box. Done. Done. We're going to do it. Cause y'all know I'm like the one guy that's like roasting these fucking spirit boxes all the time. There has been no spirit box that has been legit. No, because spirit boxes are fake. Spirit boxes are fake. I don't believe any of it, right? You gotta understand, QT. I'm so against spirit boxes. I think it's okay. Some of you guys aren't okay. I forgot we have slower people around. I don't think you understand that it would be a. I hear you, perplexed. I don't think you're understanding that it would be mocking them, not doing it. Here comes Beth Joy. I don't think you understand. I think people that do spirit boxes are retards, dumb, goofy, fucked up, dumb as fuck. It's not real, including, I don't give a fuck if we're talking about Trev or T-Rev or whatever. I don't give a fuck who we're talking about. If you do a spirit box, you're a fucking weirdo. So my point is I would consider doing it to mock them, yes. And I think it would be funny. 100%. Yes. That's the point for those that I didn't make it clear enough to. You know what I'm saying? For people that didn't understand what I was saying, it would be a skit, kind of like my Tyrone Quavia skits on my news channel. It's me making fun of people, not me. You know what I'm saying. You never had a ghostly experience? No. Unless we're talking about some broad's pussy smelling like it was dead for 10 years. That's about it. As I quit watching T-Rev because of the spirit. Yeah, I ain't gonna watch that motherfucker because of the spirit box either. He already had me not liking the fact that he was wiggerish. Now he's doing the spirit boxes. No. People don't want honesty. No, they don't. They don't want it. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I ain't doing it. At all. Anyway, spirit box of the supernatural internet. You're right. No, I haven't took enough shots. I'm new. I'm just now getting started. You're only trying to say it because you're going to try to keep me here. I'm not staying. I gotta get to the politics world where I can make some money. Well, I gotta go take a nap first. Yeah, we're already at 2 hours. Plus T-Rev loves Nancy Grace. Yeah, I can't fuck with anybody that loves Nancy Grace. That's why I can't watch that one motherfucker with the little curly hair and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Who's the motherfucker with the... Who am I talking about? Who's the mixed dude or black dude with the little Jerry curl and shit? You know what I'm talking about. What's his name? Some bitch. You know what I'm talking about. You can make my money or stay on the best. You're right. No, I mean, I can hang out for a little bit. But you know what I'm talking about, right? Who's the dude in the true crime community? You know what I'm talking about. Ichamel, yes. No, he's stuck on that Nancy Grace shit. He's stuck on that Nancy Grace shit. They'll buy. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like, people that are like, look, man, Nancy Grace, I can't do psychics in the spirit world. Okay, Beth, we weren't doing it. We weren't doing it. We weren't really doing it, Beth. We were mocking people. All right? You can repeat yourself and you can tell people, and it doesn't matter. It just bounces off of them. Like it doesn't sink in. Would love to see you and Nancy. I hate Nancy Grace. Nancy Grace is one of them old bitches that does her fucking makeup horribly, and every single time she talks, you can see the lipstick on her teeth. There's an app on the phone. That's hilarious. But you know what I'm talking about? She's one of those people. One of those people that creep you out. Yeah, but you're watching them talk and you want to... She's just one of those type of people. I don't like the form of her mouth. Yeah, me and Nancy Grace would be fun to go head to head with. Yeah, I hate Nancy Grace. I hate that bitch. See, that's the difference between me and and not just me and her, but a lot of these YouTubers. The YouTubers most of these YouTubers basically just suck off the cops all day, right? They do. And listen, I'm pro-police. But most of these YouTubers just suck off the official narrative. I'll give you an example. Gray Hughes. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't do anything. He just waits for the official narrative to come out. The official narrative to come out from the police or from the authorities, and then what he does is he makes little 3D model gay shit. Thank you, Perplex QT. That's all he does. So you get people, and a lot of these people do this, so they're never wrong. You see what I'm saying? Did you ever expose? I haven't done it yet. Yeah. Let me give a shout out to L.A. Leggett, who sent $10. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you. But no, there's just some people, man, and I'm not trying to just roast people. That's not what I'm doing. Yeah, he does that little three. No, you gotta understand. I used to watch him. You gotta understand that he went on every single live stream for 3 hours. And what he was doing is he had this fucking 3D model. And so he would show us, thank you, LA, good to see. What he would do is he would show us how the killer might have entered the property. And he would update it with new information. So we had to literally watch it over, and all of his show is begging for money. Notice I don't say anything. I just let you motherfuckers tip, and I thank you when you do it. And if you don't do it, I leave. That's the way it works. That's the way it works for me. I'm either paid to be here or I'm not. But either way, what I'm saying is, you notice you won't hear me. Hey, if you want to donate, you see what I'm saying? Does he post his charity or something? Hey, listen, he's a liar. He does not give 50% to his charity. I'm working on that. They stay up all night for the new Breaking Ashley Banfield bullshit to be the first one to get her bullshit out. No, and that's what they do. They wait till there's an official narrative, and then they go with that official narrative. And that's it. They don't think outside the box at all. Me, I look at things from a criminal's perspective. That's what makes me different than all of these people. I look at it from a criminal's perspective. That's why he thinks a lot of these YouTubers think everybody's guilty. I am the guy that watches the horror movie and roots on Jason Voorhees. Does that make sense? I'm the guy saying, kill that bitch in her sleep, Freddy. I'm that guy when Jason starts walking, I'm like, the motherfucker's about to get him. Gray doesn't really donate 50%. I don't know if I believe that. We'll talk about that another time. But that's also why I haven't made the channel yet. I would never make an official video or claim until I had absolute proof. But I will say this. I'm not a fan of Gray Hughes whatsoever. I think he's full of shit. I think, I'm just not, I can go on and on, but I'm not going to because I don't really do the YouTube drama shit like that. I'll save that for other channels. They do it better than I do. L.A. Leggett's like, hold on, no. A couple years ago, you was the king of the YouTube drama shit. I've changed. But I will say this. I do appreciate all them people doing the work. All the people that's in the community. I do. I just have the people I pay attention to and the time and my channel is going down because I refuse to do what these others. No, and that's the way it works, QT. You got to remember, like when I first started this channel, like I within the first month and a half, I had 5,000 subs. But then, because I stopped, the way it works is when you don't pander to the audience and you don't pander to people, it slows down a little bit, right? And so what happens is on my channel now, you're only going to have the people that can accept and deal with the real. All the snowflakes and all those people that can't handle the real, they're going to leave. And that's kind of the way I'm trying to do it. I'm filtering it out. I'm filtering it out, like looking for gold, right? Idiots like drunk turkeys who lie about tasks afterwards. They will. Well, look at. There's a lot of people that you gotta understand. People look for the big thing. Yeah, but okay. Let me just say this. The people that stick to it, and I know this from my own thing. I've got 3 silver play buttons. I've had 100,000 subs 3 times. It's not about who's winning right now. You understand what I'm saying? What you have to do is you have to stick to it and you have to out-stamina them. There are certain people that won't be able to last because they'll eventually be exposed or they'll just give up or they will just whatever. I play a different game. I focus on building a smaller community that understands what that community means, right? Why not, moms? I hear you, Beth. What channel are you going to cover the train derailment on in Ohio? It would be the politics channel. I agree. I've been here since 2018. Slow. You got to keep it that way. I will tell you right now, I've been here since 2006. My channels go down, I make another one. My channels, it's just the way it works, perplexed. Sometimes they're quick, sometimes it's slow. But what I have learned is just focus on doing you. You'll see a lot of people that will, do you value truth and transparency content? I think people have an agenda. And I think she's got, look, man, sometimes I can't get past politics, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes I can't get back. I don't want my true crime YouTubers talking about diversity and inclusion all the goddamn time. It turns me off. Yeah, perplex is cool. It turns me off, okay? Me and that motherfucker over there with, what's his name? Publicly Buzzed, who was going to have me on their show last night, sent me an email talking about diversity and inclusion, and he changed his mind at the last minute. Motherfucker, you was reaching out to me. He's like, I didn't know you was like this and this and that. All my content's the same. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty transparent who I am. I'm sorry. Did I not say I don't like the faggot shit loud enough for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyway. So, no. So, like, I'm just going to be honest. Certain people push different agendas. Sometimes I can handle it. Sometimes I can't. So, but you know how it goes. I miss the good old days when comedians could make jokes. Exactly. Tyler Feller's got to be the... well, Tyler, man, I'll just say this, man, is that he put some clickbait and he lied. He said that whole list was found in the car. Publicly Buzz replied to something for you. Felt poached. I don't know what you're talking about. Felt poached. So, he replied something for me. Well, as a stalker has been, yeah. She seems like the type that would dox and shit like that. That type of shit. That type of shit. Yeah, but, like I said, I like Ray Hughes' channel. I believe he donates the money he says he does 100%. No, you're more than welcome to believe it. There's a lot of people that believe it. I'm not going to sit there and question it. Until I will just casually. I will casually, but not ultimately. Like, I'm not going to put out a video calling him out, like a regular video calling him out until I have something. I just personally don't believe that he does. I don't. I'd have to see some receipts on that. But then again, I also don't believe in counting another man's money, though. So for the people that's wondering why I haven't called him out, it's because I don't believe in counting a man's money. I don't give a fuck what he's doing with his money. You see what I'm, does that make sense? I don't believe, oh yeah, he was looking for subscribers and couldn't take to eat. Exactly, ACK. I don't believe in counting another man's money. So I feel like Gray's an asshole. Gray's a dickhead. Gray is someone in real life I'd punch in the face. I cannot stand a type of person like him that has a mouth like him, knowing he can't fight. Does that make sense? I cannot stand any human being to talk like that, knowing that they can't fight. It bothers me. It's upsetting to me. You get what he is. He would, no, he's the type of person that would do that. He'd sit there and talk shit, and then when you smack him in the fucking snout, he would never speak to people in real life like he does in chat. And that's my problem with 90% of these YouTubers. 90% of these YouTubers would never, what you see here, JB Gunner is John Gunner Collins. Make no mistake about it. JB Gunner is the exact same person as John Gunner Collins when I'm off here. Does that make sense? I know for a fact Gray Hughes would never say any of the smart mouth shit he says to people in real life. And that bothers me. I hate people like that. It's another reason why I dislike Jonathan Lee Riches. He does all that bullhorn shit, but when a motherfucker smacked him in his snout outside of the laundry household, what'd he do? He got him locked up. See what I'm saying? I hate those type of people. I hate those type of people. Those are the type of people I catch cases over. Bitch spitting in your face and shit. Bitch spitting in your face and shit. Bet you won't hit me though. Hit me then, motherfucker. Hit me then, motherfucker. I guess I just called it domestic battery, didn't I, bitch? Yeah, I guess I just called it domestic. Because, I hate people like that. Despise them. If you can't fight, shut the fuck up. Seriously. Like, don't talk like that. If you don't talk aggressive, if you can't fight. That shit bothers me. And Gray is one of those people. Don't disrespect people like that if you can't fight. Okay, I'll let you hoes off the hook. I'll let the women off the hook a little bit as long as you ain't in my face. But men, I can't do it. I can't do it. Turtleneck wearing clown ass. Yeah. You know how it goes. Yeah. I agree with, he said, how can anyone believe what you are saying? You were just crying on camera because someone swatted you. Yes. Crying, no. Crying, no. Troll, you've been following me for 10 years, bro. How's it feel? Go ahead and block him up, Gray, but how's it feel to follow another man for 10 years? Look at you. Your whole YouTube names are even based on me, bruh. Look at you. Look at you, and you've been missing for about the last month. Yeah, he said I was crying, no. Complaining, yes. Did get swatted. Yes, we know you're going to create a new name with my name. Oh, he is my biggest fan. He's been doing it for years. Almost 10 years. Now, you got to understand how the trolls, it's a hurt female, 100%. It's one of my exes, no question. It is someone that I've put my dick in their mouth. I assure you 100%. It is 100% someone that my dick's been in their mouth. Because think about it. No one would follow and troll someone for 10 years. Well, yeah, you didn't see his name? He's been trolling me. No one would try. Listen, no dude would. That is some I fucked you and shit went left shit. You see what I'm saying? Let's be honest. 10 years? of making, listen, look, I can show you my block list. You know, let me show you right now. And this is a brand new channel. This crime time shit is a brand new channel. Let me see. I don't know if I've blocked a whole lot here or not. Let me see. Let me see here. Let's go to the block list. Let's just go. Let's see here. Let's go to the block list. Oh, settings, wasn't it? No. Yeah, yes. How do I not know? Yes, settings. That's right, community. How the fuck did you become a managing moderator? That seems weird. I'm going to save that. I hate how they had them new types of moderators. I got to make Rowan another moderator again. So anyway, and man, look at this. I just want you to watch this. Just look at this for just a second. Look at this for just a second. All right, let me see. This ain't the one I want to use. I want to use this one. Let's look at this. JB hates the world because JB hates himself. Got JB figured out again. JB is a fraud, just like Joseph Morrison. JB followers will never fight a civil war. 149 IQ, but can't use analogies properly. That's him there. Just pay attention. Hans Franz is him too. Will JB ever stop crying and think for himself? Little JB was a good boy in school. JB scammed the MGTOW community. JB, the self-proclaimed sociopath, is a fake. JB is always failing at YouTube and women. Yeah, I'm really failing. JB is a legend only in his own mind. Come on. Only a few degenerates are on JB's side. JB never gets to the top, always mediocre. Hold on. JB will never get another woman, only to fail again. You see how he keeps bringing up a lot of women, right? So you know it's a chick, right? You know that's what this is. But anyway, let's get back to it. I told you these people are nuts. This person is nuts. It's the same person. JB is semi-successful only because of others. JB pretends he doesn't care, but he does. JB only tricks a small amount of idiots. JB has less life experience than a 25-year-old. Right. It's too painful for JB to admit he's a bad father. JB never debates anyone he doesn't know. JB cried about Civil War, but it never came. JB knows it's all coming to an end. JB receives sympathy money to pay bills. Hans Franz is him too. JB, the sociopath, is never real. JB will never get an attractive woman. You can't make this shit up. JB's non-loyalty. Hans Franz is him too. JB only pretends to care about children. Hold on, we're going to keep going. We're not done. JB's at it again with the contradictions. JB owes the taxpayers money for his stay in jail. And this is just this channel. This channel's only been here for 2 months. 3 months. Same person, Samantha. Same person. JB, please stop referring to them and saying how you put the dick in your mouth. Why not? Please stop referring to them as him. Yeah, no, I hear you there. Someone's obsessed. Of course they are. He's a go. He, she, I don't know what the fuck it is. And to be perfectly honest, and that's just this channel. We're not even talking about the over 3,000 names that was blocked from my old channel. Do you see what I'm saying? This person thinks it's normal to keep getting blocked and keep coming back and keep coming back and keep coming back and keep coming back. I'm like, how dickmatized did I get you? Did you ban that person? Okay, what don't you understand, Snake? That was the ban list. Those were all the names that they keep coming back. Of course I banned them. That's why we literally just did a segment on the ban list. Oh. Okay. What's up, Lee? Thank you. Appreciate it. Like, we literally I just showed the bad list. What's up, Lily? How you doing? My white vanilla cookie. Is that what you called me? My underwear folding slave. That's what the fuck? I thought I'd come and make you smile. You did. You did. I'm glad we could joke about this shit, you and I. Who in the hell, JB, you don't have a suspicion on who it is? Yeah, of course, man. They all stand out. You gotta realize it's been years. Because of how many years it's been, I definitely got a suspicion on it. If you were on Twitter, you would have been canceled last year. I'm canceled every year, Snake. I was canceled on Twitter. You do understand we can come back, right? You do understand okay. Do you understand this is like my 100th YouTube channel, right? What's up, Nurse? Good to see you, Nurse. How you doing? Nah, I'm good. Just, what did you say before? I didn't see what you said before. Oh, that's you? Hey, that's what's up, Nurse. Hold on, let me see. So, yep, that's me. Let's see here. What am I missing here? Nothing keeps JV down. Always comes back. Yeah, the people that's followed me for a long time, they know. There's people that's actually really, really surprised to see me in the true crime community. Because even though I did news, and so I touched on the true crime community, to have a channel completely based on true crime community, they're like, a lot of the people who already follow true crime, they're like, oh my God, JB's in true crime now. Yeah, I'm about to come in here and take this motherfucker over. I look at all the people with 100,000 subs in this community, and I know I'm better than them. Grizzly's good. Grizzly's good. I like my man up there in the UK, the mental illness fella. What was his name? Harsh. I like him. So why be surprised? You're a career criminal. Of course. Can you name any of my crimes, Nurse? Can you name a single one of my crimes? I'll wait. I'll be listening. 10 to Life is good. Can you name a single one of the crimes? Of course you can. I told you you're great. No, I haven't committed a crime. I haven't committed a crime in over 20 years. Leggett says she can. I've never stolen a thing in my life. Show me one time I haven't earned more money than most people. Yeah, no, I hear you there, Nurse. Yeah, no, it's, I don't do none of the gay shit. I've never done, I'm a violent person. I'm not a thief. I'm a very violent person. Majority of my shit is drunken crime and drunken violence. No, I paid my child support up cash both times. Both child supports I paid cash. The whole time. And got rid of the bitches. People should view you as proof that anyone can change. I agree with that. Exactly, Amanda. You've always busted ass and worked for your place here, and it's the way it should be. You know the way I look at things. How many kids do you have? 2. 2 bio kids. Both grown. You're a teddy bear when logged the Cuervo? Nah. I don't even know what you just tried to say. Do you have a whiskey channel? No. I just drink whiskey on all my other channels. What's up, Eve? All right, guys, I'm going to get up out of here. I got some shit to do. I got to go live on the other. I need your email. I responded to your comment earlier. My email is it's thejbgunner@gmail.com. I got to show you some shit. Imagine what JB has gone through in his life. You think he cared? I've never cared about it. And that's what's funny, Corey. As you know, you get these people. No, I'm dead serious. Let me say this, because I think I'm glad you brought that up. Let me say this before I get out of here. I miss you too, Micah. Listen, I do want you guys to. All right, if you think positively about me, I care about it. But let me explain this to you. That's because I like to make people happy. But there's no one I respect enough that if they got something negative about me to say, that I take seriously. There's not a single one of you that I think is better than me or even necessarily on my level. So what I mean by that, and it's not an insult at all, what I mean by that is the positive that you say about me, I think that's awesome because I'm making you happy, right? The negative, I laugh at because I would have to respect that opinion. 99% of you don't know me. So any negative thing you could say about me is not real. It's not the truth. Do you see what I'm saying? Upgrade is the only person in my entire life that has the legitimate ability to say something about me. He's someone I talk to regularly. He's someone that I'm friends with. He knows the ins and outs of my life. Does that make sense to you? So some random person on the internet that thinks they know me, that thinks they understand me, saying something negative about me, that will never matter. It will never matter. Yeah, dumb chick messaged me saying, oh, you didn't realize he was being racist. I said, so maybe he used to be, but no, I'm a racist. I'm a racist. I'm a racist by today's standards of racism. I'm a conservative. By today's standards, if you think COVID came from China, you're a racist. So I'm a racist. Okay? Do you think you will go, yeah, I will be live later. And I don't care. People telling me, I'm just being honest with you. I like when people, exactly, man, that we can disagree on whatever. My thing is very simple. Oh, shit, I really liked you. Oh. No, I'm glad Tucson said that. He's the exact piece of shit that I'm talking about. Do you see remember how I always tell you guys that I don't really care about my YouTube audience? And that's why. That's why. Do you see how he enjoyed the whole show? The whole show. He loved it. He loved it. He was basically blowing my balls the entire time. And then the minute I said something he didn't like, he's like, oh, and I really liked you. As if you're breaking up with me. Suck my dick. You know what I'm saying? Suck my dick. Saying, like, literally, it's the way shit even goes in real life. Don't go back to your BDSM video. That one was fun. Yes. Anyway, so my take on shit is, I was up 2 cents. It's all good. My take on shit is simple, man. I'm as racist as you think I am. I'm pro-white. I love my people. I'll say that. So to all of my people, I love you. You will never make me feel bad for being proud to be me. Ever. Ever. Exactly, Dark Maiden. Good to see you. Does that make sense? You will never make me feel bad for being proud to be me. So, It's okay to be white. I love you guys. I'm going to get up out of here. That's not how I move. See, they expect me to run because of your beliefs. You don't have to run. Just learn how to fold drawers and cook eggs and shit like that. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do for no income, for no revenue. Anyway, what's good? I love you guys. You guys all have a good one. I love you too, Faith. You guys have a good one. If you guys want to support channel, links are down below. Now I finally shield my shit. If you want to support channel, links are down below. I love you guys all. We'll be on the politics and live stream channel later. I agree you should love your people. I'm black. I love mine too. Exactly, Noriega. No, I'm glad you said that. You're 100% right. 100% right. I know this, bro, about you. You are real and apologies don't come easy. Exactly, Mikey. You don't spew shit unless you feel you did wrong. Nah, 100%. Every now and then I take a good shit. Why judge you? That was so good. I'm going to let you stay. I'm going to let you stay because real recognize real. I'm a player about it. Go ahead. Good job. Good job. As long as you pour a white soup in my ear, as long as I pour white soup in your ear, nutty soup. No problem, Lily. Got him. There you go. You did. Upgrade's like, damn. All right, Lily, that's a deal. That is a deal. No, that's the Negro. That's a Sharkeisha version of flirting. She's like, just pour your nut in my ear, white man. Oh, okay. Okay, I guess that's our thing. I guess that's our... What? Pour it in my ear like soup, daddy. Okay. Yeah. What's up, Micah? Okay, we're going to be over live on the live stream channel. She wants to hear you coming. We'll be live on the live stream channel a little bit later. Let me take a nap. I love you guys. Woo! That was fucking weird. Thank you to everybody who tipped jar. Thank you to everybody who didn't. I love you guys. This was fun. See you next time. Pour the soup on me. Pour some sugar on me. Oh, God.